Good day everyone, my name is Bongilendava. Together with my group members, we'll be presenting our assignment on understanding the human brain and learning facilitation in higher education. Today our presentation focuses on the human brain and its role in learning in higher education. The brain is one of the most important organs in the human body because it controls thinking, memory, emotions, behavior, and decision making. Understanding how the brain functions help educator improve teaching methods and help students learn more effectively. Learning is also influenced by emotions, motivation, and social interaction. This links to important learning theories discussed in education. Biergert's cognitive development theory explains that students learn by discovering and building knowledge through experiences. Vygotsky's sociocultural theory explains that learning happens through interaction with others, guidance, and support. These theories help us understand how students process information and develop knowledge in the classroom. In this presentation, we will discuss the role of the brain, learning theories, psychosocial factors, and brain-based teaching strategies used in higher education. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Tlhalefo Nombuselogangaza and I'll be presenting psychosocial context of learning using Lev Vygotsky's social development theory. Vygotsky believed that learning is fundamentally driven by social interaction. Learners grasp complex concepts much better when they have the guidance of teachers, parents, or peers. For example, an accounting student might struggle to prepare financial statement entirely on their own. However, when a teacher explains the steps and classmates collaborate during group work, the student gains confidence over time. This shared support allows them to complete the task completely independently. This shows learning is shaped by communication, environment, and teamwork. The psychosocial context matters because emotional support, high motivation, and positive relationships are what truly drive academic success. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Michael Lochotwane, and I'll be taking you through Vygotsky's socio-cultural learning. So Vygotsky believed that learning actually happens through your social interaction and support from others. Through this cognitive development, it is strongly influenced by aspects such as your culture, your learning, your communication, your collaboration with other peers and members of the society as well. There's also an aspect of your ZPD, which is your zone of proximal development, where he highlights that there's a critical gap between what a learner can do independently and what they can do through collaborative efforts or through the support of others. There's also an aspect of scaffolding that is taken into consideration, where you get temporary support, be it from your parents, your peers, or your teachers, where they can also guide you through questions, for example, in mathematics, and apply this particular aspect. You can also have more knowledgeable people such as your peers, parents, and lecturers providing you with more information in a topic where they've got more knowledge. For example, your maths teacher taking you through step-by-step questions when solving a simultaneous equation. So Vygotsky strongly believed that learning happens through your social interaction, where he highlights critical aspects such as your discussions, collaboration, communication, which help learners develop and understand more clearly. Through an example of this, it can be a peer-to-peer tutoring, your group work, your classroom discussions, and collaborating learning activities. Good day. My name is Michael Lochotwane, and I'll be taking you through Jan Piaget's cognitive development theory. So this particular developmental psychology focuses on how children get to think, reason, understand as they grow, and interact with the society and environment at large. So this particular development brings forth your thinking, your problem-solving skills, your language, your memory, and understanding. So there's 4 identified cognitive development stages, such as your sensor monitor stage, your pre-operational stage, your concrete operational stage, and your formal operation stage. So they get to develop over time, where they know nothing, over to a point where they've got existing information which they can apply in their daily lives. For instance, due to limited information, as the child gets to associate with animals, they may regard any animal such as your lion as a dog, but however, over time, as they get to learn more information out there, they can actually class these particular animals into different groups and so forth. So in conclusion, Piaget's cognitive development theory explains that children get to develop gradually through their thinking abilities as they interact with the environment. Through assimilation, accommodation, and so forth, they get to discover new ideas and build knowledge and understanding over time. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Kobangorani, and I'll be taking you through learning facilitation in higher education. The role of a lecturer is a facilitator rather than being an information conveyor. Lectures must support and guide students in the learning process. Lectures must encourage students to participate in debates and discussions. Lectures must promote critical thinking tasks by giving learners tasks that promote critical thinking and tasks that make them construct their own learning materials. Lectures must help students develop confidence and independent learning skills. They must support learners through feedback, guidance, and encouragement. That is by using questioning techniques to stimulate deeper understanding and adapt teaching methods to accommodate different understandings or different learning styles. They must also integrate technology and digital tools into learning and teaching. Now we move on to the brain-based teaching strategies. For effective teaching approaches, learners must work in groups and collaborate with each other. Students must engage in class discussions and debates. They must also do practical activities and hands-on learning. The use of technology and online learning tools also helps a lot. Engaging in peer activities and student interaction activities also does help a lot. Also, engaging or using visual learning, that includes videos, chats, and presentation. The benefits thereof are that it improves their understanding and memory, it increases students' participation, it also stimulates the desire to learn more or the curiosity to know more about what you're learning. It develops problem-solving skills, it encourages creativity and communication amongst students.
Good day, my name is Nomal Sifujani. I'll be presenting on the application in higher education. In higher education, understanding how students learn helps lecturers create better learning environments. Learning theories such as those discussed by Piaget and Vygotsky support student-centered teaching approaches that encourage participation, collaboration, and practical learning. In computer practice, for example, students understand the tasks like Microsoft Word and Excel better when they practice the activities themselves instead of only listening to the instructions. Students also benefit from working together during practical activities because discussions and peer support improve understanding and confidence. This also links to Chickering's theory from Unit 1, where students develop interpersonal and social skills through interactions with others. So, technology also plays an important role in higher education because online platforms and digital tools help students stay engaged and continue learning beyond the classroom. Therefore, lecturers should use practical and student-centered teaching strategies that support active learning and student development. Thank you.
Good day, my name is Chabera Krishna Bata, and I will conclude on our presentation. The brain plays an important role in how students learn. It influences how students think, memorize information, stay motivated, as well as how they interact with others. Through this presentation, we have seen how these theories connect with brain functions and help explain the learning process. Understanding these connections can help educators create a more meaningful and innovative learning experience that supports student growth and success. Thank you.
On this slide, you'll find all the references that we used. Thank you.